Hey there, my name is Nate, and if you need some help with your storyline project, jump over to storyaudit.eu and I can review your whole course or just tackle a small challenge. We have some packages there, so jump over there and let's connect. Right, it's time to create some great dynamic animated like bars that show the score at the end of the quiz or maybe some other interaction, and it's not complex, and let's do it right now. Here's my slide. We're gonna start from the very top. So I'm gonna insert a shape, and it's gonna be height of 500 pixels and width of 65. So something like that. And this is gonna be our progress bar that's gonna come up and show the score. And now what we want to do is duplicate this, and now we will create the box, the container in which this bar will fly in. So we're gonna say outline black, weight 2, or let's go with 3, and fill 0. Right, so you can imagine this is at the bottom, and then it just flies in like that. Okay, this one I see it has the outline. I'm going to remove the outline, and let's just put it now under here like that. And now we want to animate it, so we're going to add an animation, motion path, line. I'm going to say up, and I'll say length. I'm going to say 5 pixels. Now why 5? Our height here is 500, and if you have 100%, it's 100 times 5 pixels from the animation path. You get 500. So this is just our starting position, and then we're gonna make some tweaks. Okay, so where's our motion path? Here. So 5 pixels. We need to adjust a few more things. Duration is the shortest. We're gonna call it up, just so it's gonna be clearer here in the slide trigger. And also path options, direction, so easing, direction, none. We want this to be like linear, nice linear movement without any speed changes. And another important thing, we need the relative start point. If you're not sure what this is, it means that wherever the object has moved, the next motion path should continue from that position, because we're gonna keep jumping up 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So that's why we need the relative start position, because it's keep changing. The starting position keeps changing. Okay, so here's the initial trigger automatically created. It moves up by 5 pixels, but now we need to keep moving up. So we're gonna create a sort of a loop here. So I'm gonna say move when animation completes rectangle 8 up. And let's just rename this so it's clear. So this is the score, this is the border, and border should be on top. So let's do it like that. So the score looks like it's inside. Completes. Okay, let's just preview this. The loop should work, and then we're gonna do some more constraints here. Okay. Of course, we're gonna hide this part, but this comes later. Escape. Okay. Now we want the score, so the bar to stop at the height that represents the score. So let's create a new variable. We're gonna call it score. Should be a number. Initial is 0. Actually, for our testing purposes, we can try with 82. Sounds like a good year when someone was born. And now we're gonna create a constraint. So let's just insert the score here, so we can see on the slide exactly what's going on. So score. So how are we gonna count to 82? Well, we could be counting up, but I'm gonna be counting down, and you'll see later why. There's a reason for everything. So let's duplicate this trigger, and we're gonna say adjust we're gonna select score, and we want to subtract value 1 from score when animation completes. So every time this loops, you know, this trigger keeps looping, we're just gonna keep subtracting 1. And now you're thinking, but shouldn't it move first and then subtract? You're right. However, this trigger, this move is before the loop starts. So this is the first move of the slide. So that's why we're starting with subtracting immediately before, you know, the whole thing starts looping. So that's that. And now, because we keep subtracting, we also need to keep moving until, now this is where the sauce is made, until the variable score not equals 0, because it could be -1, you know, in some cases. So until it's greater, not until, if score is higher than 0, we keep moving up. Okay, so first we subtract it when the movement completes, and then we move it again if score is still up. Okay, it's going up. You can see it's counting down. With every 5 pixels of movement, it's counting down, and then it stops at 0. So this part, super easy, nothing too complex, and there won't be any more complex things more than this. So here we could say bye-bye, this is done, but of course we will tweak some things. First, I want to make this nicer, so what I'll do is redesign the shape to oval, I mean with the round corners. I'm gonna do it like that. Which means now when this thing is moving, we need some extra, you know, now it's extra complicated because we need to hide it also from these parts, not just the like rectangle at the bottom. So what you can do is, I have this set ready here. I have 2 objects, so this is the, how is this called? So block arc, you have under insert image, this one. So I made this the size of this oval shape here. So here's what you can do now easily. You just put this here and match it. Let's zoom in. Now we're gonna send this under. You put this under your shape, and I see here is still some of it. So maybe if I can resize it just a bit more. Like that, yeah. And now white, because we have to also do it at the top, because if the shape goes to the top, you know, you have these corners here to hide. White, let's preview again. Now this is gonna look now much nicer, because it looks like it's coming from the, you know, inside the thingy. Great. Now perhaps this is too slow. You have 100 points, you have 100% score, you get punished by waiting for this bar. So what we can do is, because we cannot change the, where is it? The duration to be quicker. So this is the limit of storyline. It's just 0.1 second is the lowest you can go. So what we can do is make the length of the motion path longer, you know, so it's gonna go faster. So what we'll do is here, I'm just gonna triple it, so it's 15 pixels. But now because we tripled this, we have to also triple our subtraction from the score, you know. So we say here subtract 3, and now it's 82. And let's see what happens now in this case. It's going faster, it's subtracting, and here you can see we have -2, because 3 times something something, you get -2 when you're subtracting. So in this case, you know, it's not like pixel perfect, but don't worry about it. No one will know that this is like 3 pixels too much or too little. Don't worry about that. It's close enough just to visually represent the score. So this is how you can, you know, get away with it. And also if we have, you have to, in this case, because everything is a bit more loose, if we go to 100, you can see what happens. So we're gonna also adjust this problem. It's going up, 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 -2, and here it's now too short. So actually the size or the height of this object is not really super important, because the top part is important, how much we move it. So you can easily set the height to like 550 or something, and you're gonna be safe with all the, mistakes that's gonna happen with the movement. You may have noticed this is the usual quiz result slide that you would have. And it's at the end here. I have 5 questions. So if you want to connect this with the quiz result, you can add another trigger here, which says we're gonna adjust the variable of our score to the variable of the score percent. So you have to, you might be able to use this immediately, but the problem is you're changing it by, subtracting the numbers, which means, this number here will change, which is, you don't want to do that. So you basically create a copy of the variable with your score, and then you manipulate that one. So we're setting the score, so we can just, these questions all have true answers. So all answers are true. So I'm just gonna click through it and we can see what happens in the end. So true, 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 true. And we're gonna say this one is false. Submit, so this should be like 80, I think, yeah. It stops. There you go, and everyone's happy. What else can you do? Well, you can buy me coffee if you like this video and if you want to see more future videos. There's a link below. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.